Welcome back to Ori Soaps and Bubbles. We have an exciting and hopefully helpful video for you today. As always, we are open to suggestions. If there is a soap you want us to make on our channel for you to see and for you to see the outcome, we will definitely do that. Just leave it in the comment section below. Thank you so much and always enjoy. Welcome to the cutting of almond, shea, olive oil, and sunflower. We've watched all of the ones in order to fix them, and we went through some basic solutions. Now let's watch the beautiful cutting of these awesome soaps and how they turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this learning session with me. It was a learning in progress as we go. I will do a live one where you'll see me create this soap once again, but the next time I create it, everything will be done absolutely correct. So hopefully you learned something along the way as well, and welcome once again. Let's watch the cutting. Okay, so this is the other batch of soap that we added extra additives to. I believe we had a chance to actually look at this one and add more additives to it. It is really, really hard. It's been sitting since yesterday. It's been about 24 hours actually. So I'm gonna see if it's ready to be unmolded. First, we're gonna take the silicone mold part out of the brown case here. And that normally comes out pretty easy unless I got soap stuck on it. Which I really like this mold. I gotta figure out where I bought this mold from and get me some more. Because it's really handy. So this was the other mold I poured this one out, put double the additives just to see how it would come out, if it would still be extremely sticky. And as you can see, I've already stuck my hand down in there. It's not sticky at all. It's not sticky at all. I did learn that the more glycerin you put in your recipe, or say you add other stuff to it, depending on the perfume, or I said perfume. Did I not just say? Wow, that happened. Anyways, it's not perfume. It's your essential oils and things that you put in there. I'm just gonna let this kind of fall out by itself. It would change the batter. It would change everything around. And it's either gonna make it more fluid, or it's gonna take away from that and seize it. And mine got seized, so I figured they would all turn out to be hard bars in the very beginning. Remember, this is still the 10-pound recipe we're working with. And what we did was we remelted a lot of it down, well, most of all of it, we remelted down. And then when we remelted it down, we added more additives to it to make it more of a liquid. And these are, I call it newbie fails, but these are not really fails at all. They are learning how to work with hot processed soap, but extremely liquid, like cold processed soap, if that makes sense. And I haven't seen anybody actually formulate one formula that works where it's completely liquid and not thick, where you gotta chalk it or punch it down into the mold, as I like to say. So when that happened, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna set out. This was one that I did hot process, and it was completely liquid when I poured it into the mold, and now it's not. And I showed you guys this one before. It was just sitting over here, and this was the palm base one. So this is completely palm oil one, and it worked out so well. So I was like, okay, if this one will do it, then I should be able to do others that are completely liquid, and I get to color it and everything and work with it at a very high heat ratio. So it's extremely hot. And this was one of them. So this was done at about, it was 400 degrees when I took it out of
the pot. And if you watch my other video, you'll watch me pour it in there. Or this may be the one where you guys didn't get a chance to watch me pour it in there. But what did happen is I took pictures. So it was one of them that you didn't get a chance to see me pour it in there. But it was extremely liquid when we put it in there. No issues at all. Completely palm oil. I didn't add any scents or anything to it because I wanted to see if it would stay liquid, how hard it would get. It got hard almost immediately. After putting it into the mold, I let it sit for 24 hours and then I unmolded, and this is what it was. I did the same with one that I did with just pure almond. I'm going to do one that is olive oil, all of that. So here's another one that I did. This is part of the 10 pounds of soap that I did. It was olive shea. It was olive oil, shea, and oh, I have to get my other oils in there because I substituted some of them. Sunflower. It was a lot of those oils in there. No coconut at all, and it came out really, really sticky. So I added double the amount of additives when I remelted it down. And I was so surprised when I went and touched the top of it because it's been 24 hours. I was expecting for it to have to take longer. And honestly, it literally, like completely and literally, it was hard as a rock. So hopefully I can actually cut this too. So we get to unmold this together and see what it looks like. I'm really, really stoked that it is completely hard. It's also semi-transparent, which is great. I didn't think it was gonna turn out this well. I like my design on top. I know that sounds crazy, but I do. Here's some that came down to the bottom. I don't know if you could really see what I'm seeing on the bottom, so I'm gonna go close here and see if you can actually, oh, it might be too close. See if you can actually see the different color on the bottom, because it is a beautiful shade on the very bottom here. It's a beautiful shade on the very bottom here. Maybe I should do it this way and you'll be able to see it, because it's like a sparkle, and I don't know if that's showing up on camera at all, honestly. I don't know if it's showing up. Has a beautiful slight red tint to it. But it would be really awesome if you guys could see it. So what we're gonna do, I didn't do a whole lot of it because I wasn't sure whether it was gonna turn out soft, whether it was gonna be sticky again, or what issue I was gonna have. So now that I see it, and I'm looking at these little tiny pieces here, I'm like, it's really clear. What makes it not so clear and give it that brown look to it, like you guys are seeing, is the fact that you add sugar water to your recipe for more lather, and I did. I added more sugar water. I added sugar water to the original recipe in order, so I have a lot of lather and stuff like that. And if you're a soaper, you can go look those things up and see it yourself. So what I'm gonna do is I want to cut a very thin piece here, so you guys can see exactly what this soap looks like. And as always,
what up guys, Unprepared Soaper here, and I gotta go and get my gloves, another pair of gloves, and the knife to actually cut everything. I did not know I was going to be cutting soap late at night. It's about 3 a.m. in the morning, and I was so anxious to see exactly if I unmold this, what would happen, what's gonna happen at this point. Well, I'm super duper excited to share exactly what's going on with you guys. I know in this video I was the Gabby of all Gabbies. Just talk. Took me for the longest just to unmold this sucker. Now I'm gonna speed it along so that way you guys can see me actually cut it and do some more gabbing and talking while I'm gathering everything, because I am Ori, the Unprepared Soaper. And once again, welcome. Help me hit my 50 subscribers, and like, subscribe, and let's get going.
So we can see just how transparent it is. Okay, I cut that like way Oh, but I can see the name on the knife through it. Okay. So I thought I cut it way too thin, but I guess I didn't. How cool is that? Wow. Okay. So it looks like working on this and continually working on this is gonna work. It's gonna work. Now, I am gonna let this sit and cure a lot longer. I always call it cure. It's ready to use, it's soap. You can go with it. But I do want it to, it's already hard. You know, it's a hard bar. It would be even better if it was harder. So to get something where you can see, let me see, here, I should have left it on the knife. This wording right here on the knife, let's see if you can see it through the soap. So you get a picture or a glance of how see-through that is. It's not completely see-through. And I wasn't looking for something that's completely see-through. Actually, I didn't even think it was gonna come out see-through. I was just going for something that was workable, you know. So this actually worked. Let me see, something else. Something I'm possibly not going to be using. So here we have it. I'm going to set it on the bottom of here, and you can see the barcode through the soap. So that's another one, which tested it on that one. And if you look, you can see my finger. Well, you can't really see it that well. See my finger through it. But I'm super stoked because it is somewhat transparent, which is really great. Something I was not expecting. So I am going to sit it back in the mold, but I'm really excited because it does not at all, it's not sticky at all. I mean, no stick whatsoever. And I'm super, super excited about it. And I only wanted to cut off a tiny, tiny piece. Oh, you know what? Look at this. You may be able to see it through this tiny piece here. You can actually see how see-through that is. Let me see if you can see it better with that piece. There you go. That was a better piece. That was the part of the first piece. So the thicker you cut it, it won't be as clear. The thinner you cut it, it is clear, where you can read or see things through it. I do like my new knife here. It's not the best, but I do truly, truly like it. For what I'm going to use it for, it's just basically cutting my bars of soap. Makes my life so much easier. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in, show that this turned out this way. I'm going to let it sit in the mold another 24 hours. I always do that before I actually cut it up. And then after I cut it, I'm going to go ahead and seal it. But before I do that, I'll trim my edges and stuff and then cut it. All right, so that's that one. We did 2 of these. And I'm going to take out the other one right now. Well, no. We'll save that one for another video. All right, have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.
Once I master this recipe, I will share it with you guys. I promise you guys that I am trying to work on hot process soap where it will be still liquid when I pour it into the mold, get a chance to pipe some of it. I have a lot in store that I'm working on, and I'm going to bring you guys along for that. Also, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, give me thumbs up, thumbs down, leave some comments, and I'll definitely reach back out to you guys. But I have so much more in store. Stay for the next cutting, and as always, enjoy. Loved Ori Soaps and Bubbles video? Head down to the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get those notifications. Thumbs up or thumbs down if you like the video, and leave a review so that way we know what we can improve on. It's very much appreciated, and as always, have the most excellent day. or soaps and bubbles.